didn't receive any calls for the past 1 week. I lodged complaints every day, but nothing happened. In the end, I had to pay 1,000 rupees to the phone guy, and then I got the phone sorted. But that's the way things work in India.
So I was driving through Chandigarh and I skipped a red light, so this traffic policeman stopped me. And he said, and I had two options, to either pay the bribe or get my license confiscated and go to court after a month. So I was like, who would wait for that long? So I just went ahead and paid the bribe because that's just the way it works in India.
I waited for 6 months to get my passport done. But eventually I had to pay a bribe of 3,000 rupees because that's how it works in India.
Once I was travelling from Lucknow to New Delhi and I had to take a test next day early morning. I was rushed and I had to take a waiting list ticket. All the seats were holded by a train ticket checker, so I had to pay a bribe of 1,000 rupees. That's just the way it works in India.
That's just the way it works in India. But does it have to work that way? We accept corruption because we don't have the power to deal with it.
1 billion people have no choice but to feel powerless. Now that's a funny thought. But we don't buy that. In fact, we did something to fix that.
We built CorruptionTrak. It's a mobile app that allows the common man to change the way things work in India.
Victims of corruption can now pull out their phones and fill out a simple form to have their troubles heard without any fear of being tracked down and with the hope that their offenders will be punished. We obtain precise information about reports, including the name of the offender, the department of the offender, and the email address of the person who reports, which we keep hidden from public view, but maintain nonetheless in case testimony is required. Details of the various incidents collected can then be consumed by means of a heat map, which is supplied with marker clustering. Individual markers can be used to access incident details by geographic region. A Twitter-like feed is also provided for the purpose of reading incident reports. This view is primarily aimed at journalists and governmental bodies who actively track corruption.
As India goes through a landmark phase of legislative reform, we believe such crowdsourced data would play a very important role in allowing the public, the government, and the media to join hands in weeding out corruption from the very heart of society.